Terry. 2 years ago, she decided to stop using plastic altogether. And whatever plastic she can't avoid, she saves.
These are like used spaghetti sauce jars, and so I just take them with me to the store. So there's sugar that I can get in bulk and lentils. I stopped using plastic bags because I just hate them. But Michael's a real conservation, use what you have kind of person. So he washes out the plastic bags that we already have. This is our bathroom. And the easiest thing in the bathroom is just not to use liquid soap. So we use bar soap.
Beth uses an antique all-metal razor. She swears by it.
These 3 blades,
But
you know why?
don't
Because the
need
first
blades.
blade pulls the hair out, and then the second blade pulls it out a little more and smacks it
You're
around.
a product of marketing.
Shaves off.
When I was growing up, we didn't have bottled water. I mean, people make jokes about Evian being naive spelled backwards. I think that for me was the idea of harming other living creatures and other people and harming the planet. That's what really woke me up. Making changes in your own life gives you a sense of ownership. It makes you feel like we got to do so much more. I've got to talk to other people. I've got to talk to my representatives. I've got to start writing to companies. I really got to up my game. But I think it starts on the individual level.
When we started our film, Seattle City Council had already approved legislation placing a fee on disposable plastic and paper bags. But the American Chemistry Council found a way to stop it.
They dropped $200,000 into a campaign to get signatures to put the ordinance on the ballot.
By August of 2009, the ACC had upped their spending to $1.4 million.
So why would the plastics industry spend over $1 million fighting a bag tax in Seattle? Well, it's not all about Seattle. They worry about other cities and want to get the message out fast.
I feel a real responsibility as an American to stand up to these American corporations and say, we have a democracy, and we have people who do care about the environment, and your megabucks are not going to stop what we want to do here in Seattle to clean up the environment. I'm angry. They have no business being here. I want their hands off Seattle.
So, I just want to say, we took on the most powerful industry in the country. Yeah. So, I think we won. Thank you so much for everything you've done. Keep on the fight.
Every time we go and buy something, we decide who we like. This machine can stop as soon as we decide to say, no, I do not want that plastic bag. I do not want to buy your stuff and throw it away.
So here's a recap of the basics. The way I see it, bring your own bag, bring your own coffee cup, bring your own water bottle, oh, and bring your own brain. Consider less packaging. Go single-use free for a single day. Start there. Become aware of your habits. It's not as easy as you think, but guess what? It makes you think. Ice cream doesn't come in plastic.
So it seems like in this society, we like to consume. And a lot of stuff we like to consume is made of plastic, or it comes in plastic. But once we're done with that, where does it go?
We put our garbage at the end of the driveway, and the sanitation crew comes and picks it up, and it goes away. Where's away? There is no away.
If you can imagine, Yankee Stadium has a Tupperware container. We fill it 3 times a day with garbage from New York City. And certainly a huge amount of it is also plastics.
Here we are in New York City. I've got my man purse, okay? This means that I can buy things and I don't need to take a plastic bag. Something cool. Look at that. Oh, sorry. Yeah, see that thing? Look at that. Okay, that is not wildlife, people. Okay, that is not nature. That's a plastic bag. Where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna go? It's a bit of a workout to chase them around. I don't have to go to the gym now. If I just say plastic bags to you in New York, what do you say? We use them. They're a convenience for a couple of minutes, a couple of hours, and they remain an environmental burden for hundreds of years.
One of the biggest problems in the city is that we use about 1 billion plastic bags a year. People joke that the New York City flower is a plastic bag stuck in a tree. That's bad and
Hi, welcome to Wendy's. What can I get for you today?
I have a question for you. I'm trying not to use packaging, and I brought my own plate and my own cup. Is it possible to get it served on my own plate?
Hold on 1 second.
Thanks.
We cannot put it on ourselves, but we can give it to you. You can put it on there.
Me taking their food out of their packaging and putting it on my own plate sort of defeated the whole purpose. So I decided to try Taco Bell.
I'm sorry, let me get that. Somebody said from outside in.
Oh, are you able to put a soda in my own glass or cross-contamination? Okay.
It's not exactly true that we don't take anything from the window. They're fine taking our cross-contaminated money.
I'm sorry, don't hear me.
According to the EPA, many of this country's landfills have been closed, either because they're full or because they're contaminating groundwater and drinking water. Things that go into landfills will be preserved forever. They say landfills will become our version of pyramids. The average American produces close to 1 ton of waste each year, with the exception of this guy.
This guy who lives in this normal-looking house in the middle of Los Angeles, think me this, is saving all his trash for 1 year in his basement. Everything, recycling and plastic.
I've got a wife and 2 kids, 4 and 6, and I have a ripple effect to my family and my friends. So I'm going to step out of the plastic bag cycle as much as I need to. And then I can sort of say to other people, I found all these ways around. You know, you take them off. I drink the water off. And the first week, you know, that bag that the coffee comes in can't be recycled. It's got too many elements in it. It's going in the trash, right? So I thought, well, you got to do that way. Which realized I can buy it in bulk and put it in one of their bags and bring it home and put it into a little notebook container that I had. And I fold up the bag and I bring it back. There's no aha moment. Just sort of hacking away little by little. And that's how you can go a year and end up with 32 pounds of garbage.
Okay, I get this whole concept of using less and producing less waste, but with plastic packaging, can't we just recycle it?
I spent a lot of time in my book asking, is recycling doing any good? Is it worthwhile? Should we continue to do it? And the short answer is a resounding yes, yes, yes. It saves enormous amounts of energy to make new goods from old goods, instead of continually pulling raw materials from the earth and transforming them, transporting them, and then sending them on this one-way trip to the landfill. For every barrel of waste we put on the curb, there are 71 barrels of waste generated upstream in making all these consumer goods. And every time we recycle whatever we can, we're chipping away at those 71 barrels upstream.
This stuff isn't recyclable.
That's recyclable.
No, it's not.
That's recyclable. Put it all in and they'll figure it out. There's the thing. So you can recycle. Why would they put that on if you can't recycle?
Right, okay. Thank you.
I truly believe people who recycle think it's the right thing to do. As soon as they get rid of it into that container, they never think about it anymore. I don't even think they know where it goes after it leaves our site. I don't know where it goes after it leaves the site. I think it could be a thing you think of people.
I have such a love-hate relationship with recycling because I love recycling as in it's sort of an on-ramp or a gateway drug to bigger, better environmental activism. But what I hate about it is that most people in the consumer make mistakes. They buy this thing, they know they're packaged, but at least you can recycle it. Put in that blue bin, and it's like,
This is recycling arrows.
Yeah.
Chasing arrow. Yeah, it's a chasing arrow.
Yeah.
So most people would assume that means, hey, I can recycle.
Yeah, that was brilliant marketing on the American Chemistry Council, American Plastic Council's part. But they use that chasing arrow to make us all think that it's all recyclable.
Turns out there's no regulation with the recycling symbol. We've been duped into believing that all these products are getting recycled.
The truth is that really only a few of those numbers, 1 or 2, are highly recyclable. Those other numbers are going straight to the landfill and being sent there.
Okay, I've seen these numbers on the bottom of plastic before, and I always wondered what they meant. And now, the Society of Plastics Industry Coding System. Number 1, polyethylene terephthalate. Number 2, high-density polyethylene. Number 3, polyvinyl chloride. Number 4, low-density polyethylene. Number 5, polypropylene. Number 6, polystyrene. And number 7, other. I was feeling pretty confused as to which plastics could and couldn't be recycled. So I decided to put on a recycling challenge in order to find out if other people were as confused as I was.
And I recycle, so I think I know things that should be recycled. Here's your recycling bin, here's your trash can, and go.
Well, guess what? It turns out that everybody was pretty much as confused as I was, especially the guideline. For those of you looking for an easy answer, there isn't one. Every municipality across the country has different guidelines as to what to do and don't accept.
Do you recycle these?
I've been giving it away. Yeah, you're pretty sharp.
The most common items taken are number 1 and number 2, but only the bottles. Currently in the U.S., recycled plastic bottles are not made back into new bottles, but are downcycled into products that cannot then be recycled, so they tend to get just one more life, unlike an aluminum can or a glass container that can theoretically be recycled forever.
The plastics industry, they like to buy fresh out of the refineries plastic pellets that they can turn into really clean, high-grade material. So they don't really even want the recycled content back. Their only incentive in promoting recycling is to be able to justify to the consumer that this product is good.
If they don't want it, where does it go? Well, as a matter of fact, a lot of our plastic goes to Asia.
shiploads of our plastic garbage is going over there. And the reason it's going over there is it's yucky to reprocess it. It's technically possible to really recycle it. It's dirty and stinky and gross, and we don't want that stuff here.
What they do is they take it into a big yard and they pop it open and they have people working under very low wages, with very bad working conditions, and they will cherry pick out the things that they can melt down and do something with. But the human rights and labor issues related to that and the toxicity issues of some of the open plastic melting that they do, to me, those do not fit in a recycling model.
Recycling can't do everything for us. It's more important to reduce what we consume and to reuse things that have already been made. But even more important is this fourth R, which comes ahead of these three, and it's redesign. Redesigning goods to last longer, to contain fewer toxins, and to be easier to take apart and rebuild or repair.
Michael Braungart is a German chemist well known for his cradle-to-cradle concept.
So we define everything, no longer from cradle to grave, but from cradle to cradle. So we always plan the next life of a product unit.
We have this idea that our worth as a nation is based on gross national product, and that